Devotional. Today is the last day of class, which is so crazy because it kind of felt like that would never come. And part of what that also means is that this is the final of our daily videos from RUF. This is my last one, and it's the last one that the staff is going to post. This has been a very strange conclusion to the semester, and it has disoriented us and confused us at least as much as it has done those things to y'all. And so I don't know really what to say except to turn our attention to a short passage from Scripture and then offer some reflections, and then I'll close us out. But this is Hebrews chapter 4, reading verses 14 through 16. The author says, "Since then, we have a great high priest who has passed through the heavens, Jesus, the Son of God. Let us hold fast our confession. For we do not have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with our weaknesses, but one who in every respect has been tempted as we are, yet without sin. Let us then with confidence draw near to the throne of grace, that we may receive mercy and find grace to help in time of need." This passage stuck out to me today as one that would be helpful to think about because it reminds me so much of the humanity of Jesus. If you've spent any time with RUF at all, you know that talking about Jesus and reflecting on who he is and what he accomplished is one of the most important things to us. And it's really the foundation of our entire community, is that we want to be a group of people that's able to come together and consider the truth claims of the Bible, consider what it is that Scripture says Jesus has to offer. And in this passage, we're reminded that Jesus is not only a man who accomplished great things, including defeating death itself through his power. It also reminds us that Jesus was thoroughly and completely human, and therefore he was susceptible to temptation, and that there were times when he felt weak, and there were times when he felt confused. If we're really going to take this passage seriously, then we have to believe that there were times that Jesus was tempted to give up hope. There were times that Jesus was tempted to completely give up and just abandon the calling that that God the Father had placed upon his life. And the just remarkable upshot of this passage is that he was tempted so heavily, yet he never gave in. This reminder of the humanity of Jesus is coupled with this reminder of the accomplishment and the achievement of Jesus, that it is good and right to celebrate. And it's interesting what conclusion the author draws from that reflection. He says, Jesus was human. He was susceptible to temptation. He was tempted in every way. And he was without sin. He never once compromised his integrity by giving in to those temptations when they came along. And his conclusion is, well, therefore, let us draw near to the throne of grace with confidence. You and me, people who take Jesus seriously, people who believe that Jesus is who he says he is, our response to that ought to be confidence. The specific word from the Greek that is translated into the word confidence here had a particular association with like standing up in court or something and addressing a really, really powerful figure. Whether you can remember the first time you spoke to your girlfriend or potential girlfriend's father, the feeling of intimidation that you experienced in that moment, or if you've ever had a reason to be standing in a courtroom and addressing a judge or even standing at the front of a classroom and giving an important presentation. The feeling of intimidation, the feeling of knowing you need to prove yourself is so intense in an experience like that. And what's amazing about this little paragraph, kind of hidden in Hebrews chapter 4, is that because the perfect obedience of Jesus has been applied to your life and applied to your account, that gives you complete confidence to go up and stand before the ultimate judge, the ultimate authority figure, and know for certain that he will smile, that he will be happy to see you, and that he will celebrate that you have come and that you have been clothed in the righteousness of Jesus. It's a promise that doesn't make a ton of sense, but it's a promise that the Bible compels us to believe because of the work of Jesus. In short, that's the promise of the gospel. That's what RUF is founded upon. It's why we exist. And it's been, in so many ways, the message that we've tried to spend our time unfolding with you this year. I personally, I'm thankful. I know the whole staff is. We are absolutely thankful. And it's been such a privilege to have this time to develop a community with you, to become friends with you, and to just enjoy this promise together and reflect on it together in large groups and in small groups and in our individual conversations. It has been an absolute privilege, and there's no way that this format could capture the things that I want to say about what this internship experience has been like for me personally. I just want you to know that as a student and as a member of this community, you have had an impact on me that's been really profound. And I'm just deeply thankful to you and to the Lord for the opportunity that I've had here. It's been so wonderful, and I just appreciate each of you for the ways that you are seeking to follow the Lord and his calling as you move around on campus at UT. Now, as you await the return to campus, we can join together and pray that will be very soon. Just know that we're continuing to pray for you, and we miss you. We'll talk soon. Bye.